Why aren't men getting married anymore? It's not because they hate love or they're against love. It's because the system is actually stacked against them. In 1960, 72% of adults were married, and today it's barely 50%. And among men under 30, it's pretty much nowhere. Here's why. Divorce courts, they'll take all of the man's money, they'll take the kids, they'll take the house. 90% of child custody goes to women, and men pay millions in child support and alimony every year. Then there's the happy wife, happy life culture where men sacrifice everything to keep the peace. Meanwhile, if a man wants traditional roles, it's labeled as toxic. So men naturally ask themselves, what is the upside? And for a lot of guys, there isn't one. It's not that men in general hate commitment. They hate commitment to a system that is designed to punish them for existing. Till marriage becomes a partnership and not a legal liability, men will continue to keep saying, no thanks. Do you think men are right to walk away from the thought of marriage, or do you think that marriage is still worth it? Let me know in the comments.
Many women are selfish and entitled. Who feels the man's entire purpose in the relationship or marriage is to make her happy, comfortable, relaxed, and stress-free. Any enjoyment that the man gets out of the attachment may be purely coincidental. He'd much rather stay alone and be at peace. That's a hard pass for most men.
So yesterday I reminded a lot of you that I believe that men and women complement each other for many reasons. And the next video that I'm going to show you is the perfect example of why I talk about what I talk about on my page, but also another example of how men and women really do complement each other.
Don't get me wrong, I am happily single, strong, independent woman, don't need no man. But here I am trying to change my shower head. I can't figure out how to get it off. I've been trying honestly for days and the wrench isn't wrenching. My tiny little lady brain can't figure it out. I want to use one of these cool Jolie nice ones. I just need a man to help me.
And this video just embodies so much of what I talk about on my platform, because these modern day women will preach all day long about how they don't need a man, but they don't realize that the majority of things around them function because a man knows how to fix it or has built it. And even if these women decide, hey, I don't need a boyfriend, I don't need the headache, blah, 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 all the bullshit that a lot of these modern day women spew out here, at the end of the day, they're still going to pick up their phone and they're going to call a handyman. They're going to call their dad. They're going to call their brother. They're going to call a man that knows how to fix shit. Which means, like I said yesterday, that men and women complement each other in different ways. But as a society, it's gotten so twisted up that because women think that they can pay their own bills and pay their own way, that they don't need men, which actually further proves how transactional a lot of women are. Meaning that unless he's providing for you, he doesn't mean shit. So imagine if the roles were reversed and men said, oh, okay, well, if you're not giving me sex, you don't mean shit. But anyways, the reality is that that's why the feminist movement and all these modern day women crying on the internet or like being like, oh, I'm such a boss babe, independent, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, behind closed doors, they're going to call a man for something, whether it's sex, just hooking up, whether it's getting your car an oil change, whether it's fixing your plumbing, whether it's cutting down your trees. At the end of the day, as women, we still need men. Okay, bye.
Just remember, every step you take is supported by a world built and maintained by men. Start your thinking from that reality.
I fear I need a man in my life. I am a strong, successful female. I have a whole career. I got a lot going for me, and I still need a man. Because today, the lights went off in my car and said, low tire pressure. And I was like, ah! I would love to be able to text someone and go, babe, there's a light on, and I don't know what to do. Instead, you have me out here checking tire pressure, putting air in my tire. I'm tired of being strong. I just want to be weak and babied. And I want some man to go, vroom, my baby's in danger. Must get air for her tire.
The low pressure warning only pops up after you've spent a decade driving through the friend zone.
I genuinely believe that men were put on this planet Earth to knock us silly with some logic and reason, because God knows that women do not have it. I'm sorry, we don't. We like to go shopping. We like to eat food, like to watch Netflix and sit on the couch all day. Meanwhile, men are going to their jobs every single day, not complaining. They're always happy-go-lucky. Truly, God bless the man's soul, because I don't think us women ever fully grow up. And our husbands are now our daddy.
Well, at least that's some accountability, which is rare these days.
So modern day women want men that make $300,000 a year, working 30 hours a week, make that make sense, while getting benefits for the family and being home at 4 p.m. every single day so he can take on the labor of the children, the labor of the house duties, and their overall household responsibilities like cooking and cleaning on top of working till 4 p.m. As if that's not unrealistic enough, he's also supposed to give up any of his hobbies, not be interested in football, be interested in only her needs, her expectations, her wants, her hobbies, and he's also supposed to make enough money to contribute to her side hustles. As if working and the labor-intensive activity isn't enough, men are also expected to be emotionally available, emotionally in tune, so much so that he's also supposed to somehow add in therapy and still be home on time. But not only that, is he can't just be emotional, he can't be too emotional because that's not masculine enough. And then all of a sudden, he's too feminine and giving her the ick. As if that's not bad enough, when he can't meet these unrealistic expectations in the first place, as soon as he meets one, the goalpost is likely going to change. Therefore, he spends his entire time trying to make somebody happy that ultimately cannot be happy in the first place. And if that's not unrealistic enough, she'll meet the guy that works at McDonald's making $13 an hour and cheat on him with a boy just because that boy is working 20 hours a week and is able to listen to her more and understands her more. And her options on the internet are more important than him busting his ass to make it happen for his family. Oh, and yet him asking just to be loved and asking for appreciation, that's just too much for these modern day women, These women don't owe them shit, but still expect everything. Make that make sense. And as if this isn't confusing enough, even as a woman, it makes no fucking sense. And it makes all the sense why men have given up in the first place. Okay, bye.
This mindset, combined with online dating, is destroying expectations. It's pure FOMO, turning many women into full-time daters.
What kind of world do we live in where a normal, regular girl cannot find just a regular guy out here to date?
I'm going to a guy's house, but I'm coming from a guy's house, and I got his nectar on my pants.
Why is it so difficult for you to ask us, any of us, on a date?
So a lot of guys nowadays think that they're the ones that are supposed to be taking her on dates.
He should definitely be holding your shopping bag. Going into a restaurant, he should definitely be opening the restaurant door for you.
When you go to a bar, who's supposed to buy women drinks? Men are. Do you see that as often? Think about when you go to a bar, who's supposed to buy women drinks? Buy women drinks.
I'm old school, I want a man that takes charge, opens doors for me, pulls out the seat for me.
I had a guy come over after lunchtime, but now that I got my car back, I think I'm gonna go to a guy's house with my regulars. One of the boys on the roster.
Guys just don't approach anymore. Why do you guys not do that? Why do you not walk up to women anymore and start an initial conversation?
Who's gonna tell them there's a better way? Who's gonna warn them of the things coming on? So God has who's gonna tell them, say?
The truth is that the good guys are done with dating.
How old are you?
28.
Let's say I wanted to take you out. How much do you expect me to spend on a first date?
Depends where we're going.
What's your expectation, though?
I don't really have any.
Stop the cap.
So I could hit you up and say, hey, let's go to Burger King and get slushy?
No. I mean, at least like, you know, nice 5-star type of restaurant, and then depending on how it goes, depending how I like you, and that all kind of goes with me even saying yes for a first actual date. So that takes a toll.
Okay. So 5-star restaurant in Miami, how much is that gonna range?
Depends how many drinks you'll be ordering.
Average.
Anywhere from 300 to 800 maybe. Jumpstart, yeah.
So realistically, you expect a man to spend $800 on a first day?
Yeah.
All you ever hear is, I want this, give me this, I need this, why isn't this happening?
If a woman expects you to be manly and masculine and pay for dates and pump her gas and be handy, then you can expect that she gets her ass in the kitchen. Men have to have standards too when it comes to dating, and stop letting women tell you otherwise. A woman that actually cares about you should want to cook you a nice meal. She'll naturally be nurturing towards you. She'll naturally want to do nice things for you. It shouldn't be this like struggle to get her to do nice things for you. Like, you shouldn't even have to ask. She should just go and make you a sandwich. As dumb as that sounds, how easy it is to make a guy a sandwich. And you know what's crazy is that most men would be so head over heels if a woman made him a sandwich. And like, it's making a sandwich is the easiest thing in the world, but women are just like, no, I will not be in the kitchen, I won't. And then they still expect men to do all the men stuff. The reason that I'm doing this is because women love to be like, why is the kitchen a woman thing? It's not a gender thing. Men should be in the kitchen too. No, it is more of a women thing. Sorry. The thing is, like, your grandmas, your mothers, your grandmas, old school women would tell you, get in that kitchen. But you guys just don't know how to cook these days, so you're trying to pin it on men and be like, well, we should both cook, or you should do all the cooking, and I'll just sit here all pretty and do nothing and add absolutely nothing to this relationship. Men, if she expects you to be a manly man, then you can expect her to be a feminine woman that knows how to cook. There's absolutely nothing wrong with men wanting women to be women, because women have no trouble demanding men to be men. They have no trouble with that. So let's bring women back. Let's bring real women back. The grandmas would be super ashamed of this generation. They are ashamed of this generation. What did every grandma and old school mother say? Oh yeah, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Exactly. If a man is expected to fulfill responsibilities for the whole family, then she absolutely has duties toward him as well.
Ladies, this is why some men are refusing to commit to modern women. Let's get into it. Ladies, this is important. Listen up. If you have or continue to accept minimum effort from men or no effort from men, have given them all access passes anyway, or you communicate that you have really high standard, history has shown otherwise. It shows that you continuously lower your standards, accept bare minimum from men, or with men that do not meet your set standards or the standards that you say that you have. Just to have a man, you've devalued yourself. Notice this? They do listen. Well, some do. And they observe. They wise. Therefore, the men that you desire will not see you as deserving of X commitment or X amount of effort because of who, how, and how often you've given other men that don't meet your set standard or the standard you say that you have, all access passes to you. The low standards in situationships make it hard for you to get the man that you desire. Make wise choices, ladies.
This is 100% fact. Men never have the words to explain it, but that's like 90% of the reason they don't commit to a lot of women.
Now, I know what the women will say. It doesn't matter how I dress. Just because I look a 304, it doesn't mean I am one. Well, guys, shouldn't we as women dress for the job we want? Okay, if you go for a job interview, shouldn't you wear a suit? Women, if we want the job of being a wife and a mother, shouldn't we dress or maybe act like it? Yes, ladies, men are sick and tired of the nonsense that comes with dating modern women. I mean, there are so many women that openly say misandristic things and openly hate men. We would not like it if men said those things about women, and we openly shame men that do. I don't know how you can't scroll on Instagram nowadays and not agree that most women are nowadays. And if men say that, the gut feeling is not all. But if women say that men are trash. We never have a gut reaction to defend men. So many times women, we think that we know it all when a lot of times most of us were not raised to be a wife and a mother. Most of us did not have submissive mothers, if we did have mothers, or most of us grew up in single parent or divorced families. I don't know why as women we think we know it all when most of us are pretty dumb when it comes to this stuff, and I think it's clear just looking around society.
If I dress like a homeless person, that's how it's perceived. Simple.
I'm here to tell you that no matter how much a woman could say that she's independent, that she doesn't need a man, she does. Because there's moments in her life that she is feeling so fucking low and so down in this life that she wishes she had somebody to call. When she needs help, when the car is broken down, when there's something heavy that she can't pick up. Because a woman will never be as strong as a man. And we are both here to help each other grow and support one another. That is why we need one another.
That's the real issue. They only reach out when they want something. It's all take, no give.
Do we need men? Most answered very quickly, no. And only one said she thought women needed a man in their lives, only one. But when men were asked a similar question, do we need women, most of them said yes. So why do you think that is?
Because men are useless. I mean, and by the way, I want to differentiate between straight men and gay men, because I think I would die without gay men. Nobody can gossip like gay men. Nobody can help you accessorize like gay men. Nobody can help you keep you from doing harm to yourself like gay men.
And that's a married woman saying that.
But with the exception of somebody like Steve, I think Steve is very self-sufficient.
That's Joy's husband.
But like my husband, it takes a village of women to make sure that he's not emaciated, starving, and living in his own filth. He can, you know.
Yeah.
How about you guys? But you guys feel you guys are married to people that are more.
I have Handy Manny at home. You know, he fixes everything. When things go bump in the night, he's the one that goes downstairs. When there's a bug to be exterminated, he does the extermination.
Nope.
When there is something to be fixed, he fixes it. He throws out the trash and he throws out the recyclables. I enjoy all the man stuff.
So wait a second. I know what you're going to say. But wait. She's really talking about a servant, let's face it. No. It's a handyman she's talking about.
No, it's a handy manny. Oh, it's a handyman with benefits.
We do not have, but the things that you're describing, you could pay somebody to do that.
They always move the goalposts and leave it to the View to always have such negative viewpoints on men.
We're not talking about that. What about the inner life of a man? That's what this is about.
I need my man 3 to 4 times a week. And good for you guys.
And then the rest of the time I need a wife.
Do we need men in our society? Listen to this.
Do we need men?
No.
Do we need men?
Honestly, no.
Do we need men?
No.
Why?
Because they suck.
Men are imperative in the most important fields in the world. Men make up 85% of the military. That house or building you're currently sitting in, guess what? Almost 99% of construction jobs are man-made. Firemen, 92% men. Pilots, 91% men. 82% of farming jobs proudly occupied by men. And I just said the word man-made. It's something I celebrate, but it's interesting because I was just thinking about it. And I'm like, you know what? There is going to come a time, probably not too far off from now, where the word man-made is no longer even allowed to be used. I can just see the liberal nut jobs coming after the word man-made. I mean, the writing is already on the wall, as we have already seen. But back to other men-dominated industries that we would clearly suffer without. Landscapers, well over 99% men. 99% of carpenters are men. Inventors, fishermen, policemen, also all male-dominated professions. So, guys, let's just cut the BS. Even if you hate men or embody the most extreme forms of feminism, there is no way you can say that we do not need men. And don't forget, if it wasn't for a man, you would not be alive. And that is a scientific fact.
It's unbelievable. They push the whole "we don't need men" narrative, yet most of them are married. The hypocrisy is wild.
You can build a life with someone without getting married. I know people that have been dating for a long time, but the thing about it is usually when life gets hard, they don't have to stay with you. They've never made that commitment. If you're really with someone and you're not married, when you lose your job and you can't provide, if you're the breadwinner, the girl can leave. And it's those things of actually having someone say, no, I'm choosing to go through life with you, stand by your side, and I've made that commitment to you. Because I know guys who will build a life with a girl and then they're like, but I can't make that commitment to marry her because I don't see her as that. And I'm like, wow, I think even guys who don't get married often hold so much value and weight on marriage for that reason.
I mean, you can make the public statement without getting legally married.
When it comes to a relationship, it's got to be my way. You might think, Brian, that's crazy. Look, you guys want us to lead. You want us to take the initiative. You want us to provide. Just to be clear, I'm not like some playboy that's trying to 10 different chicks. I like relationships, but like I could have a lifelong, be with this woman for the rest of my life, have kids, all that. I don't think I need marriage to have that though. If you're really about me, you're going to be like, I love you. I don't need it.
This is exactly how a lot of men see it. Marriage feels less like a partnership and more like a complicated maze they're expected to navigate with no clear way out. They don't see clarity, they see obstacles. Thanks for watching MGTOW Voice. Show us your love by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Support us and help spread awareness for men around the world. We welcome a healthy debate and discussion, so feel free to comment and share your thoughts.